people thought they had the perfect plan, but somewhere along the line, man, that plan went completely sideways.
Yep.
And it became an Uber.
Yes.
An Ultra.
No.
Dare I say it.
Don't you dare.
It became a Mega. Here we go.
Failed.
All right.
You're great, Bob.
We were going to hold the note until you came in.
Well, Stu, I didn't know what was happening, and then you pointed, and I was like,
Everybody starts singing fail, and
Right.
guest in here's like, oh my God, what's
Oh my God.
Is it fail?
hop in?
We will hold the note until you get in. So
Your Friday Fail Stories are sponsored by...
Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
Thank God people are stupid, because we wouldn't have a whole segment based on stupidity. So imagine three good friends giving you a surprise birthday party, but they get your age wrong. So it happened to a 59-year-old woman in England named Sally Ann Ashford, and the video's making the rounds. Sally and her friends did a weekend getaway at a hotel, and when she walks into the room, she sees champagne, a tiara, and banners that read 60 and fabulous. She turned 59.
Oh.
Here's what that sounded like.
Oh my God. Who's that? Who's turning 60? That's not till next year.
Whoops.
Seriously. It's not till next year.
60 and fabulous.
Failed.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's cool. You're getting it out of the way. We don't have
Right.
to do this next year.
Now, wouldn't it be great if you could part traffic like the Red Sea
Oh, yeah.
and get to work in half the time? Well, it was happening for a woman in Utah, and she didn't know why. A lady in Salt Lake City was driving around in her black Dodge Charger that she recently bought, used apparently, and the people in front of her kept pulling over and letting her pass. And she had no idea why until she saw a photo released by Salt Lake City police last Wednesday. It turned out the car was modified so the fog lights could flash any color you wanted, and whoever owned the car before her had them set to red and blue, so it looked like an unmarked cop car. So she could have faced charges for impersonating a police officer.
I call BS.
She turned herself in. And cops determined it really was an innocent mistake. She's already had the lights removed, but we'll call that a fail.
Failed.
I mean, I guess if you do that, if you mod your car like that, it's so illegally, and then you try to sell it, you just don't tell anybody.
Oh.
No, why would you? Because then they're not going to buy it.
I guess that is a likely story, but
My favorite fail stories are the ones where people impersonate cops and pull over real police.
yeah.
Oh, my God. I've never even heard of that.
Oh, there's at
So
least
many.
one or two a month.
Yeah, if
Out
you're going
here
to impersonate a cop,
And,
that
now
happens all the
and
time
everywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
Everywhere.
I always wanted one of the, I think it's,
Why, though?
I don't know if it's being a child of the 80s maybe, but I always wanted one of those. You always saw it in the old movies.
Oh,
where
you
they
like pull it out and stick it on
Yeah.
top.
pull
The
like a
little
single
red
thing and they put it on top. It was like a magnet. They put it on top of a regular car. And I'm like, is that real? I want to get pulled over by a magnet behind a Corvette.
Where the cord like this.
Yeah,
goes
it's like
into
the circles. Yeah, you plug
There's
it
a
into the
cigarette
lighter.
lighter.
goes into the
Yeah.
cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
A 45-year-old woman was arrested last Friday after trying to sneak meth into a San Diego jail. I guess she knows somebody inside, and she had a pretty good plan. So deputies staffing a mail processing facility noticed that a letter intended for an inmate appeared to have been drenched in some kind of liquid and dried. So they ran a chemical test on the letter, and they found that it was soaked in liquid methamphetamine.
That's crazy.
so what do you do? How does that work? You
Scrape
lick
it, maybe? Or
Maybe
lick
put it
it?
in your mouth.
You eat the paper?
Like acid style?
I guess like acid or I don't know.
I was thinking it would like crystallize and you like scrape it off. I don't even know how do you do meth. You smoke it?
I guess you smoke it. You could inject it.
I don't know anything about it.
You
Well, I'm trying to think of Breaking Bad.
Mail it.
You can
Oh,
mail
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, they traced the letter back to the woman. She was arrested on suspicion of sending an illicit drug to a jail facility.
Yeah.
Failed.
It's wild. I don't know what you do with that. I was assuming that, I guess you take pieces off and put it on your tongue.
Eat
I don't
the
know.
envelope. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know if you're trying to get your fix. Eating paper is nothing.
No. Especially if you're in jail. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
people making bathtub wine and toilet wine and stuff.
Yeah.
And meth letters.
You don't care. All right, you tell me if this was an overreaction.
No, the answer is no. It's never an overreaction.
So a guy in Tennessee has pleaded guilty to pointing an AK-47 at a Little Caesars boy because his pizza was taking too long to cook.
I hate people so
Well,
much.
I mean,
His $6 pizza was neither hot nor ready.
yeah, that
Can
they
you blame
guarantee
the
it.
guy?
They do guarantee that.
Listen, but do we even know if he ordered a hot and ready?
Here's what went down. You don't have to order it.
It says
You're just
it on the
supposed to
sign.
walk in.
That's what I'm saying.
The guy's name is Charles Doty. He got angry when being told that his pizza would take 10 minutes to prepare. And he demanded, hey, if I'm going to wait, I demand free crazy bread.
Because look at me. I'm
demand
clearly
it.
crazy.
Yeah. It's named after me.
I demand it. So he walked out. He went home, which is about 5 minutes from the Little Caesars. When he came back, he was carrying an AK-47, which he pointed at a female worker who it was her first day on the job, by the way.
You worked so hard to finally get good employees.
God, I hope he gave the speech.
Congratulations
I
on your
hope he
new-
gave the speech from Home Alone.
When another employee tried to slip out, Charles asked, where in the hell do you think you're going?
Tell you what I'm going to give you, snakes. I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get you ugly, yellow.
No
Get
good.
keister off my property.
How is it snakes? I don't know snakes.
The employee then went back to a back room and called 911. Charles was arrested, charged with aggravated kidnapping, aggravated assault. He'll be sentenced on the 29th.
I love it when people are
Failed.
no one wants to work anymore. Yeah, would you? People
No.
are pulling guns on Little Caesars employees.
No.
No, there's no reason to work.
Plenty
are you
of-
out of your mind?
Plenty of pizza in prison.
My goodness.
A Florida woman is in trouble for leaving her toddler in a running car so she could take a dip. So her name is Allison Sarah Doherty. She's 41. She was arrested and charged with child neglect after her kid was found alone in her car. Allison did leave the AC on.
Well,
She jumped in the water. Nearby fishers said, hey, avoid the hooks. She replied she wanted to get hooked and, quote, would want to meet sharks.
Oh,
good
okay.
for
So the
her.
kid's better off in a car alone anyway.
100%.
By the
let's
time
hear it out.
authorities arrived and Allison was out of the water, the kid had been in the car for 45 minutes. 2-year-old kid's okay.
2 years old.
That's a dip.
Failed.
This is a dip in the ocean?
I'm assuming
Sounds like somebody was eating a
Meth leather.
envelope.
a letter full of meth. A couple more. Have you ever acted out on random people online or in real life and then realized that somebody you knew was watching? Here's an extreme version of that. So a 40-year-old anger ball in Florida named Armando was arrested last week after chasing down a group of teens and pointing a gun at them. I don't know what set Armando off, but it was apparently some kind of road rage incident because he was aggressively chasing a car in his truck. He forced this car to turn down a dead-end street, confronted whoever was in the car with a gun. And that's when Armando noticed that one of the kids in the car was his neighbor from across the street.
Boy.
He called off and said, my bad, bro. Went back to his truck, drove away. The kids had been driving to school. And when they got there, they reported the altercation to police. Armando facing charges of resisting officers, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and some of the kids' parents are now pressing charges.
Yeah.
Car full of kids.
Failed.
Car full of kids.
I've never been that angry.
Just got to take a deep breath.
You know what I mean?
Just got to take a deep breath, count to 10. It's going to be okay.
If they're on the way to school, this is also like 7 a.m.
Yeah. You got up angry.
Tell you
You
what,
got up pissed.
Yes.
we had a dude. We mooned a guy out the back of the bus, which bring back the moon. We haven't talked about it in a while.
I know you
I
want to
wanna
bring
it
that
back. People, it's not.
Now you get put on the sex offender registry.
It's not
For
a
mooning?
sex offense. It's a fun offense, and everyone should enjoy it. But I digress. We mooned a guy from the back of the bus. Probably Jason Coben, honestly. He was in the back seat. Probably put his little wiry butt up against the glass, and this guy freaked out and pulled the bus over. Like, got up behind his, and the bus driver, like, pulled off.
over.
And then he got on the bus and, like, was going all crazy.
I mean,
with
come on.
the
Isn't
kids.
that big of a deal?
No, it's
if
not.
If a bus full of kids mooned you, would you be so upset that you
Some people-
forced the bus off the side of the road?
Flip out.
Of course not, man. But we
a
also
bus
grew up.
driver.
We also grew up in the '80s, where every like '70s movie that was being shown to us had a mooning scene.
Yeah.
Every high school, college.
It was damn near acceptable.
I mean, it was like I was
It should
basically
be.
I was basically pressured into mooning because I thought everybody was doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I mean, it was
Every
normal,
movie
middle
taught me
school,
that.
wherever.
There's got to be something more going on with that guy. Like he's like secretly into kids or something, and he's like, "They're teasing me. You can't be just wiggling it out there." You know what I mean? Like,
Why am I paying for all this therapy? I'm
right?
just going to put it in my face.
Yeah, like it's not a reaction you would normally have.
Calm down, Monsignor.
And finally, there are a lot of bad ways that a police chase could end. But this is one of the few best case scenarios. Police in New Hampshire chasing a carjacking suspect. This was on Monday. He was driving a van, which he'd stolen at gunpoint. He fled from the cops, running red lights before losing control and crashing. And he crashed right into the police department.
No.
Right into the police department.
Lucky.
He jumped out of the van, tried to run through the station's parking lot. Cops caught up with him, tased him, arrested him. Nobody was hurt.
Failed.
That's karma.
Right into the police
Beautiful
department.
karma.
And those are your Friday fail stories.